Welcome back, everybody. So in the last session I walked you through the cPanel. So in this session we'll be installing WordPress. So I talked about Softaculous, that is like an app installer. Now all these WordPress, Joomla, Abante Cat, PHP, BP, BB, SMF, WHMCS and the likes, they are online apps. They are websites, but they function as app. When you have an app in your phone, it helps your phone to perform a particular task. So this particular kind of web apps, they help you create things. Are you getting that? So out of all these open source, they are all open source, but some of them are freemium. When you hear the word freemium, means that they have the free version and they have the premium version. But the main one that I know is open source to the core is WordPress. And WordPress is what we'll be using to build our website. It's the largest CMS in the world. The largest content management system in the world. So let's install WordPress. So now what you do is that you come to Softaculous, you search for Softaculous app installer. Please, Softaculous app installer, you need to get that. So when you get that, you just come straight to WordPress, then you tap it. So now it's going to take us to where we are going to install WordPress. Okay. Now this is where we are going to install WordPress. Good. So now you can decide to read this if you want to. Now space required. Available space, we have 1997.38 megabytes, but WordPress just requires 51.43 megabytes. That's very small compared to what we have, right? So you can check the rating, how people have rated WordPress. As at now, WordPress is having a rating of 4.74 over 5, meaning that it's awesome. It's really awesome. It's really awesome. And these are people adding these figures together. These are people that have rated WordPress. And when it comes to rating statistics, if you have 1,000 people operating your system, you can only have maybe just 10 rating it. That's it. So many people don't like to rate, but when people rate, is either they are so excited with your software or app, or they are so embarrassed or disappointed with your app. So those are the two main emotions that can make somebody rate your app. Sometimes some people can be in the middle. They just want to rate you. They just want to rate you for rating sake. But most times people rate because of what your app have done to them. Perhaps maybe your app or software has impressed them, or your video or anything you are doing that can be rated has impressed them. Are you getting that? Has made them to be very happy or excited, or has disappointed them. So those are the two main reasons why they rate your app. So these are the versions of WordPress that have been released so far. We have 4.9, 5.0, 5.1, but this is the latest version, 5.7, and that is what we'll be installing. So now let's come back to the install part of it. Now, so we have 5.7 as usual. Now you notice that our URL is HTTPS. Are you getting that? Please don't leave it at HTTPS. Don't put at HTTP. No, this is not secured. QServer has given you the security you need. Just don't worry, we are going to enforce that security to come out. As at now, we are still having not secured, but don't worry, we are going to enforce it out. So we have sharedmultipurpose.com, HTTPS sharedmultipurpose.com. If you are seeing something like WP in your own, please just wipe it off. That in directory must be empty, because just take note of that. But mine wasn't having that, but some of you yours might have that. Just wipe it off. Now my site, the name of the site is not my blog. Let's just put Shady. Let's just put a name. You can put any name. If your name is John, you can put John there. Doesn't really matter. Shady multipurpose. Site description. Okay, I think let me just leave this. So it's something we can always change. The reason why I want to leave it is Okay, let me leave it at my blog. So I'm going to show you where this is going to display. You can always change this anytime. The reason I'm leaving this in is so that when you see these errors, you know how to what. I'm intentionally leaving. They are not errors. This one is not an error, but I want to leave it so you'll be able to know where it's going to display and how you can change it. Do you understand that? Thank you. So now, admin username. This username, you must store it in your head, please, because this is how you are going to log into your backend. I'm going to teach you how to log into your backend, and this is one of the most sensitive part of a website. So I'm going to give the username to be Shedi. Please check your writing if it is uppercase or lowercase. Shedi multi-purpose. Okay, Shedi multi-purpose. Good. So I'm going to write a password and I'm going to hide it. Okay. So I'm going to write a password, but I'm going to hide it. So I think this one is okay. Now you see the admin I'm talking about. The admin here says admin@shedimultipurpose.com. This is a professional email address. Some websites, some people might decide to put their Gmail or whatever, but this is what you'll be having. If you are doing, you'll be having admin. But I'm going to leave it. The reason I'm going to leave this is because it's going to create a problem for us, and that problem we are going to solve it. Are you getting that? We are going to solve that problem. So I'm going to leave it. I told you earlier in the last section that you'll be encountering some kind of problem that if you are not taught how to solve them sincerely, you get stuck and you can get frustrated. So, and sincerely, I like problems, because the reason why I like problems is because it teach you how to think. And when you think to some level and you are not getting answer, then it teaches you how to pray. You understand? So majority of the problems I've encountered while developing a website, you might not be happy to hear this, but I am proud to say it. I'm really proud to say it. That when I encounter those problems, I just have to go on my knees and Holy Spirit, please just help me out of this mess so that I won't just get stuck for life. And sincerely, whenever I pray like that, I get solutions to that answers. So that's why I like problem, because it teaches me how to think. And when I see that my thinking can't get anywhere, it humbles me to pray. But most times, it's always advisable to pray first before you start thinking. I apologize for taking you through all this, but that's my secret of success. God is my secret of success, and I'm not ashamed to call him. Jesus is beyond wonderful. God bless you. If you have other religion, you are also welcome. I love you with the love of Christ, and I love you as brothers and as sisters. Sincerely, God bless you. And I'm not looking at you below, rather I see you as a great person. Okay, so we've done the filling of the admin username and the password. So now our email has been said. This is the email QServer is giving to us. QServer will not give you a substandard mail. They will give you a professional mail. Are you getting that? And we talked about the email section in the cPanel. So we can, if you don't like this mail, you can wipe it off. You can add your name, John blah blah blah, this that. Are you getting that? Good. But we don't want to do that. Let's just leave it like admin, because we are the admin of this website, and I'm the admin of this website. You are the admin of your website. So whenever they see admin at the website name, the person who has subscribed to your website or sent a message to your website knows that the boss or the owner of the website is the one himself talking to me. You understand? But when you put John at this, they don't really know who John is. You get it? But admin speaks well for the owner of the website. So select your language. I prefer English. Please don't go and joke around with this and you now go and pick Chinese and you don't understand how to navigate your way around again. So just please comply. Let's just move what we understand, so we won't create more issues to ourselves. So just leave all these ones on tick. We don't need them. Just leave them on tick. Now WordPress is giving you theme. They are giving you themes. Now what's a theme? I told you earlier that the theme is like the appearance of your website, right? But what we are going to do is that we are not going to pick any of these themes. I will teach you how to get good themes, quality themes. These are wonderful themes, but I don't want to start teaching you from the angle that will make you lazy. I want to teach you from the angle where you can think and you can work like a professional. You understand? That's the best way to work. So now let's install, and WordPress will install in seconds. So let me just save this. Okay. Yeah, that's how fast it moves. Boom. Okay, now we're saying something. It said the following errors were found. Installation cannot proceed because the following files already existed in the target folder. Now index.h.php. Please select these files or choose another. Please select these files or choose another folder. Now, whenever you have an issue like this, are you getting that? And you know this thing is blocking you from creating what you want to do, because sometimes some folders can exist. Are you getting that? Without you knowing. It can be created automatically without you knowing. Are you getting that? And now we want to install WordPress for this particular purpose, schedule multi-purpose. We want to start building on this. Now, what you need to do is that you don't need to start shouting where will I go. Calm down. You don't need to start shouting. You are not lost yet. So just check this button. So what we are going to do is that while checking this button, we are going to reinstall again. Just the way, just scroll down, then install. So what that will do is that it will overwrite that one that have been created before. Then to now give you what you are asking for. Voila! Now WordPress have been installed. Can you see? So tell your friends about your new site. I just installed WordPress via Softaculous+PHP. See, this I don't do this because for now your site doesn't really look good because you've not created anything. So let's see what we have. You know, before this was what we have, right? Can you see? This was what we have. We have QServer occupying the whole banner of our website, and it's as if we are not the owner of the website. It's QServer that owns it. But now we have taken charge over QServer and we are collecting that space for ourselves. It's not their fault. They're just trying to make it obvious that it is now functioning. Now let's tap this and open it on the new tab. Good. Now you see that my blog and my WordPress description that I refuse to change, right? That I said let's leave it like that. Can you see my blog and my WordPress blog? That's the reason why I said we should leave, so you can see where it's going to appear. But we are going to change this. Are you getting that? Before we are having schedule multi-purpose, right? But now it is now my blog, and you see the favicon. This thing here is called favicon. It's showing WordPress logo and whatever. Are you getting that? So I'm going to change this, but I'm going to show you something. Now let's quickly check Elexonia. Sorry, I like Elexonia. I like the name. Okay. Why is it taking time? I don't know why. The network is poor. The network is very poor. Okay. Now, can you see the favicon? You know this one is just showing us WordPress, but look at this one. The favicon is a drone. The diagram of a drone. Don't worry, I'll be teaching you how to build a simple classic logo for your website. The favicon is what? It's a drone. Can you see? And here, instead of having my blog whatever, we are having https this and that. Are you getting that? Elexonia.com and other kind of things. So now, you know, before we are having this, right? And let me come back to this favicon. You know, with this favicon, nobody can ever know that you built in WordPress. But with this favicon, your secret is already exposed. They know what you used to build it. And it's a joy you're even using WordPress, because WordPress is top class all over the world. But I don't want them to know the platform I used to build my website. And nevertheless, professional websites don't use other people's favicon. Let's check Apple. I know so many of you like iPhone. So many of you like iPhone. Okay. Now let's check Apple, and you see Apple's favicon. Can you see? Can you see their favicon is Apple design? You get that? So that's the beauty of favicon. It gives you a professional branding and touch. We are going to fix all that. Just don't worry. And that's why this course is promising to the glory of God. Okay. So now we've closed that Q server whatever banner. So this is what we have now. This is our website. Hello my blog, whatever. Hello world. This, hello world is the official language of the web whenever you are developing something new. Hello world. So this is what we have, but this is not what we want, right? So we need to start creating. Now this was the first link we tapped that took us to this place. The link we tapped earlier that took us to this place is this particular link, right? Now if you now want to access your backend, I will show you two ways to access your backend. You can access your backend from this place, but this page, you only see this page once. Are you getting that? Once I close this page, I won't be able to see this page again. This particular page I am seeing now, I won't see. You only see it once when you install WordPress. For me, I've always been seeing it just once. But now when I connect to this website, how can I get my backend if I can't access this page? That's the question. So I'm going to teach you that. Now let's right click and open a new tab to access our backend. Good. Can you see? Boom. Now, this is why I said boom. Watch. Can you see the padlock? So the site has been secured. Wonderful. This is awesome. Can you see that the padlock now? Before it was not been padlock, right? But it has been what? Secure. So HTTPS have been enforced. Now, just try to copy. Can you see HTTPS? So now your website is secured. You can collect payment on your website. If you have followed me to this very stage, I really congratulate you sincerely, and I'm really happy the website has been secured. Why? Because your website is now ready for serious business. Whenever your website is secured, you can do anything with your website and your customers will be at peace with your website. Good. So with that, it has been fulfilled. But if you've not seen any padlock on your website, this is what to do. Let's quickly address that now. Go to Q server. When you go to Q server, are you getting that? So now open a ticket. Just open a ticket. Tap open a ticket. Now when you open a ticket, what you just need to do is this. I have a lot of tickets here. So just tap open a ticket. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So yours won't look like this. The reason is because I've opened so many tickets and I'm writing on that ticket. So when you open a ticket, it's gonna bring you to somewhere like this. Are you getting that? But if you don't, just go to this particular spot that I tapped earlier. Come to this particular spot that I tapped earlier. Just tap it. You might have a different information. I opened a ticket for like how many weeks ago. You see, we have a ticket of 1 month ago, so I can't really recall what exactly you will see there. But if you are seeing some, just tap that particular space. Just tap it, and it will bring you to this place where you can write your ticket. So what you are going to do is that you already have your information. So what you just need to do is you just say, okay, hello, just follow my message. You can type any message, but to be official, hello Q server, I bought a hosting with you. We bought a hosting. Okay, hosting, let's say hosting, we bought hosting and domain with you. How am I spelling? Okay. Hello, I bought a hosting and domain with you, but it is not secured. So just full stop, then write the name of the website. Perhaps just try to copy the URL of the website. Let's assume this is the URL of the website. Sorry. Then paste it on the ticket. That's Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. Now This is what you'll be seeing in your own HTTP. It won't be having X, but if it has S, it means it's already secured. Are you getting that? And there's no it's going to have S and it will not be having padlock. But this is what you'll be sending to them, HTTP. Are you getting that? And now that problem can be solved easily when, while we're installing WordPress, I told you not to check HTTP. Make sure you check HTTPS. That is where the SSL also can be enforced. But if you didn't check HTTPS, you'll be having something like this. So you just clean this slash, then submit the message. I'm not having that issue. Are you getting that? And that is why I'm not going to submit this message, so that they won't have to send me back a response that is already secured. So that might make you look as though you don't know what you're doing. You get? But if yours is not secured, write something like this, then paste the URL of the website, then forget about it. Come back in the next 10-15 minutes, you'll be getting your security done. Do you get that? So that's how to send a message to them. Okay, I think that's addressed already, right? So now let's go to our dashboard. So now that we've accessed our dashboard from here, this is our dashboard. When I want to teach you another way to access your dashboard. Now this is your URL. Please, you need to know your URL. shedimultipurpose.com. Are you getting that? So when you should type shedimultipurpose.com, Shedi multipurpose, I'm taking you through this so you see it. .com, just tap it, it will take you straight to the site. Automatically the Google machine will add HTTPS to it. Are you getting that? So can you see that it already it has added HTTPS to it? So what you just need to do is write slash WP, then I think this hyphen, if I'm not mistaken, pardon me, admin. Can you see that? Your website name slash WP admin, then enter. So that is the way you can access your backend. Can you see that? So I think we are good to go, right? Good. So let's just cancel this and let's cancel Elexonia. We don't need Elexonia. So we've accessed our backend. We'll be using this too. So now this is your dashboard. This is where the miracles happen. Are you getting that? So there are so many messages we don't need here. I'll be explaining you your dashboard, but I won't be explaining that to you now. I'll be explaining that to you in the next section. Okay. So before I go further, we've installed WordPress, and I'm glad you've also done that. So I'll be seeing you in the next section, where I'll be explaining you and walking you through your dashboard. You see, now we are already doing serious business. Kudos to you, young developer. Nice meeting you all. Thank you. See you in the next class. God bless you. In Jesus' name. Amen.